You know, it's kind of like finding a message in a bottle, a single fragment that hints at a much, much bigger story. Well, that's basically what happened recently. A set of cryptic labels just appeared online, all pointing to something called the Moltbook Protocol. So today, we're going to be digital archaeologists. We're going to piece these clues together and decode what might just be the future of how we command AI. So this is the big question, right? This is the central mystery we've got to solve. Tucked away in all those cryptic labels is this one term, Moltbook AI Broadcast Terminal. Now, I know it sounds super complex, maybe a little intimidating, but trust me, by the end of this, you'll get exactly what it is, and more importantly, why you should care.
So our entire investigation, the whole thing, is based on just a handful of clues. We're talking about user interface labels from a piece of software. That's it. We don't have a user manual, we just have these fragments. And by looking at them closely, we can pretty much reverse engineer the purpose of the whole system.
And hey, let's be clear, this isn't science fiction. These labels come from a real, actual, publicly accessible web address. So we're looking at a genuine digital artifact here. This is a blueprint for a real tool, and it was designed for a very specific, and let me tell you, a very powerful purpose. All right, so let's start with the big picture. These labels immediately hint at some kind of high-level command structure. I mean, how do you even begin to manage a huge, completely invisible workforce?
Before we go any further, let's just make sure we're all on the same page. When we say AI agent, what are we really talking about? Well, it's an autonomous program. This isn't just a chatbot sitting there waiting for you to type something. No, think of it more like a digital worker that you can give a goal to, and it'll just go off and work to achieve it on its own.
And here it is, our first major clue. Moltbook AI Agent Manager. This tells us the name of the system we're digging into. Think of it like the cockpit of a plane or mission control at NASA. This isn't a tool for building just one AI. It's a tool for managing a whole team of them, maybe even an army.
So how does this manager talk to all its agents? It uses the broadcast terminal. The name itself is a giant clue, really. It's not a one-to-one chat. It's a one-to-many broadcast. A great analogy is an air traffic control tower. It doesn't talk to each plane individually, it issues a directive to all planes in its airspace at once. An operator issues a command, the terminal sends it out, and boom, every single agent gets the message at the exact same time.
Okay, cool, so we can broadcast to all the agents at once. But how do you actually control what they do? What are the levers an operator gets to pull? Well, the next set of labels gives us the answer. It looks like the system has two very different ways of controlling things. First, you can load context. This is kind of like giving your digital workforce some background reading material. You know, articles, data, the parameters of the mission, all to help them make better decisions. But then there's a much more direct method, injecting responses. Let's just pause on this for a second. Response injector. I mean, the word injector is so deliberate, isn't it? It implies something direct, forceful, and immediate. This isn't a suggestion you're giving the AI, it's a direct override. It's got to be the most powerful tool in the whole system. Just imagine the power of this. An operator could use the response injector to broadcast a command just like this one, and instantly the entire fleet of AI agents would just stop, dead in their tracks, no questions asked. This really shows you the absolute authority this lever gives someone. It's basically the big red emergency button. So, you've sent out commands to your invisible workforce. But how do you know if they even got the message, or if they're stuck or in trouble? You need feedback. You need a way to actually see what's going on. And the answer lies in what's called protocol telemetry logs. Telemetry might sound super technical, but it's really just data being sent back from a remote source. Each log entry is like a little status report from the field. You can see which specific agent is reporting in, whether it successfully loaded the context you gave it, and if it finished its task or, ran into some kind of error. And this simple two-word label, monitoring active, tells you everything you need to know. This isn't some report you run at the end of the day to see what happened. No, this is a live feed. It's like a real-time heart monitor for your entire AI fleet, letting you watch the whole system do its thing moment by moment. So, we've pieced together all the clues. We have a command center, we have control levers, and we have a monitoring system. Now it's time to step back and ask the big question. What does the existence of a tool like this actually mean for the future? Okay, so here's the bottom line. The Moltbook Protocol isn't just one company's piece of software. It's a potential blueprint for how we manage AI on a massive scale. It shows this really critical balance between giving agents freedom with broad context while also keeping precise human oversight with tools like that injector. This could seriously become the standard way we command digital workforces in the future. Ultimately, what we've decoded here is a system built for a conductor. The person using this isn't just playing a single instrument. No, they're using this broadcast terminal to direct an entire orchestra of AI agents, all to get them to work together in harmony to achieve some really complex goal.
And that leaves us with one final, really crucial question. The Moltbook Protocol is a huge leap forward in our ability to command and control AI. There's no doubt about it. But as our power to direct these systems grows, so does our responsibility. The technology shows us how to give the directions. Now it's up to us to figure out what the right directions should be.